Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another review. I'm your host, as ever, Purple Midnight 8, joined by the Obsidian Nook, Pale ASMR, Amelia, or as most of you or some of you may know as my wife. I got there in the end. She was sat there going, "Excuse me, excuse me." Why don't you say hello?
Hello.
Anyway, welcome. It's Amelia's turn. I do apologise. We are a bit late on this occasion because Amelia hasn't been feeling very well. She's been feeling a little bit under the weather. We are also joined by Stazzypan Fluffington the Third, owner of the Risk It for a Biscuit company,
Who now has his own
who
Instagram.
now has taken what? Well, let's be real, taken over Silver's old Instagram, the Risk It for a Biscuit company, as it will be known. I just thought it was funny to call it that, and you liked it, so that is what it shall be known as. Anyway, as you can see, we are reviewing Mean Girls this week, by Amelia's decision, of course. Probably going to be the last non-spooky film for a whole month. So the next eight-ish reviews, as long as we'll probably do a bonus one for Halloween if that's not falling on a day that we usually put a review up. It's falling on a Monday, so you'll have one the Monday, one the Tuesday. We haven't decided what the Halloween special is going to be, but we will get there. Anyway, as mentioned, we are looking at Mean Girls. Mean Girls is a very pink film, and this thumbnail is very pink, so it's going to stick out like a sore thumb.
I think it's good because I think hopefully this video will get a lot of views because
I mean,
it's
looking at the track,
girls
looking
and
at the
it's
track record of recent reviews, it hasn't done very. They've not done very well, even though like some of them have done really well. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Amelia, why did you pick this film this week? What made you pick White? I was about to say White Girls, Mean Girls.
because it's a classic.
It's a classic. She thought it had been 25 years since this came out. She can't count. It's a 20 years of this film next year. Stasi is just purring. He's having a great
I
time.
mean, you have the classic lines of too gay to function and
Fetch.
stop trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah. It's a very silly film. It's not as silly. There are some bits towards the end where I was literally, well, I said to you, I said this is like a bit out of Scary Movie,
Mm.
but we'll cover that when we get to it. So we'll get right into it. Spoilers for this 19-year-old film, I guess. 19 years old, Jesus. But this film, it's not got major spoilers, and it's 19 years old. Like, this film is almost as old as I
And
am.
it does also have a little bit of Halloween and Christmas in it, so
So yeah, it
if
kind of
it's
fits the season, even if it's
the
about five
mix.
minutes of the film. But anyway. So this film is directed by Mark Waters and written by, and also includes in the cast, Tina Fey, who I know basically from this film, and that's about it, if I'm correct in thinking that. Anyway, so Katie, played by Lindsay Lohan, of course. Everyone knows who Lindsay Lohan is. Mainly, everyone knows who she was when she was very badly addicted to all sorts of narcotics.
Actually, she's done really, really well for herself.
That's really turned her life around, which
She
is so good
looks
to see.
really, really good as well. Like, she just looks so healthy.
She looks a lot better now than
So
she did when she
fun.
was like going through all that, bless her, but she has done really well.
Mm.
So good for her.
Her newest thing she's done is Fallen for Christmas, which was on Netflix, I believe. But I believe she also
Other than that, she took years off. Took like 10 years off or something.
I
She's done
believe
things like Herbie. I remember The Parent Trap where she played both twins.
I believe she has her own Instagram and she's recently done. She owns a nightclub or something, so she did a program for MTV looking for like staff and that.
She's she's trying to sue GTA again for apparently the cover girl looking like her, which is she tried it before when she was like badly addicted to like when she was going through all that. Like like let me show you the one I mean. Her this one she was trying to sue GTA for apparently
Did they
using her
actually
likeness.
She
No. I think it's just some random fucking girl they just paid. but it just makes me laugh because look, look. That's when she was trying to sue, which yeah, it doesn't work. I think she's trying it again. But anyway, enough about Lindsay Lohan. So Katie has recently returned from living in Africa and is having her first day at a US high school. She goes to a class and accidentally bumps Miss Norbury, played by the writer of this film, Tina Fey. Spilling coffee over her as Principal Duval, played by Tim Meadows, a big character actor. The cannibal from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is what he will be known as to me. Pops in to introduce Katie to the rest of the class. The next day, she sits next to Damien, played by Daniel Franzese, I believe is his name. He recently did Drag Race with RuPaul. I don't care for that kind of TV. Reality TV makes me want to just off myself, game end myself, in the words of those Fortnite fucking short films. Unless for some reason it's Is It Cake or was it Snack versus Chef or something? That one was a bit shit, but Is It Cake was good and Barbecue Showdown. Anyway, so yeah, she sits next to Damien and Janice, played by Lizzie Kaplan, who take her to Sky for a class. I don't know if Sky is something Americans know about. Bunk off, I think, is a right. They're skipping class. They watch as the Plastics head to gym class. Of course, our antagonistic group of the film.
I've just found out something really, really interesting.
Yeah.
About Mean Girls. So, if you're in the USA, in the 12th of January 2024, they are doing the Mean Girls musical.
Oh.
Generally, it's under Tina Fey's, all of her works that she's done.
I think it's coming back because I've got it here. Oh no, so they're making it film.
They're making it a musical.
If you want us to review it, we will. But
so I don't know if that's in relation to the celebration of it.
Yes, 20 years next year, isn't it? Different cast. I don't know any of these people, so that's always fun. I love it when I don't recognise anyone. Have they not got? Tina Fey is back as Miss Norbury. Tim Meadows back as Principal Duval. Jenna Fisher is Miss Heron. That's an interesting choice. Don't know who you are. As Miss George. There's a lot of people I do not know.
It
like
doesn't...
one of the cast. I mean, John Hamm as Coach Carr. That could be good. But Connor Ratliff is as Mr. Rapp, whoever that is, literally gets taken to the George Lucas talk show. Not even his own Wikipedia page. I don't know who any of these people are. Genuinely.
It generally doesn't look like they're bringing back any.
Other than Tina Fey and Tim Meadows, everyone else is different, which sucks. But hey ho. Anyway, back to the actual film we were talking about. So yeah, the Plastics, which includes Karen, played by Amanda Seyfried, back from our TED 2 review, who is your stereotypical blonde, so dumb and I don't know the word. Conventionally attractive. Gretchen, played by Lacey Chabert, I don't know, I don't care to pronounce it correctly. A rich girl. And Regina, played by Rachel McAdams, probably everyone would know her from Doctor Strange.
Notebook.
The Notebook, yeah, that as well, that white woman film.
She's been in loads.
She's been in a lot. She's quite a wide actor. If you don't know, not a wide actor, that makes it sound not fat. She's a well-known actress. If you don't know her, you know the face. She's got a bit of a recognisable face, mainly her smile.
She's mainly in romantic
rom-coms.
But I want to do that at some point.
That's about time. What do you want to do? Hot chick?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you're gonna pick The Notebook or some other shitty rom-com.
Hot chick, because I absolutely love that film.
I can't stand him though. he
Because
pissed me
you
off.
know the one who plays Cindy. She's in
Anna Faris. What's his name? Rob Schneider. I can't stand Rob Schneider. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So yeah, Rachel McAdams is like, what did they call her? The queen bee.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's like the popular girl that everyone adores. Damien and Janice give a breakdown on the different social groups in the school. Jason, played by Daniel DeSanto. I can't remember where I know him from.
He's gay, right?
Wrong actor.
Oh.
He's just got he has the face I recognise from somewhere, but I can't remember. I feel like he was. I've probably mistaken him for someone else, but he's done a lot of voiceover work as well. I'm doing what I said I won't do anymore unless I know them, but I swear I knew his face from somewhere, but it's probably this film. So yeah, Jason pesters Katie, which grabs the attention of Regina, who invites her to sit with them. The Plastics all press Katie for details on her life and invite her to have lunch with them for the week. Janice is understandably annoyed at the idea of her being friends, but uses it as an opportunity to spy on them. In maths, Aaron, played by Jonathan Bennett, the love interest for the film, who you were shocked to know is gay in real life.
Yeah, that generally ruined this for me.
I couldn't find out if he was publicly out when this film came out, but I've seen quite a few films where the love interest is in reality gay, but I don't know, that really shocked you. He's married as well. Not in a bad way, I must add. She's not horrified at the idea of him being gay. You've grown used to him playing the love interest in this, and you didn't think he would.
These roles, bearing in mind it was done in 2004, they played them so well that you wouldn't believe they are gay.
Yeah, but I suppose they had to.
That's why I was so shocked, because I was like, they played it off so well that they weren't.
The thing is, you've got Daniel Franzese, who's gay in real life as well, but also plays the gay character in this.
I had a feeling he was. Just of that
I mean, they literally say he's too gay to function.
I've forgotten his name. The one who Katie,
Katie and Aaron.
Aaron, yeah, he played it so well.
Again, I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was publicly out at this time, so maybe he was just.
Because I'm not being horrible, but it's just normally when someone's gay or feminine, you can normally just tell in how they act and how.
As I say, maybe he had to act straight because back in 2004, homosexuality in the LGBT community isn't what I'm not doing the rest. LGBT is all over the list. I'll be here all night. But the LGBT
I didn't think
plus community isn't
accepted.
It's well known. It's not. It wasn't as accepted, and it wasn't as easy as it is now, and common knowledge. I was 3 years old. I say this like I know. Anyway, so yeah, Aaron asks Katie for a pen, and of course, so begins a romantic subplot of the film. Katie sits with the Plastics, where she tells them that she likes Aaron, finding out he is Regina's ex. Before she could speak with Aaron, Kevin, played by Rajiv Surrender, I think that's how you pronounce his name, asks her to join the Mathletes, which Norberry approves of. Mathletes is just the maths team because she is smart but attractive girl. That's pretty common for these high school dramas. Katie and the Plastics are shopping at the mall, passing and mocking Janice as they do. Gretchen sees Jason, who she likes, with a girl, and Regina phones the girl's mother, telling her she has some test results ready for her. I don't need to tell you what kind of test results she has. No, it's not pregnancy results, babe. STDs.
Oh, I thought it was a pregnancy one.
Why would a doctor have the test results for a pregnancy? Even in 2004, they would have had pregnancy tests.
Oh, sorry, I'm slow on that one.
You're slow on everything.
Right?
Pregnancy. You said it so confidently as well. You were just like, pregnancy. And then I just had to be like, no. No. Why do you think a mum faints at just the sound of test results? Anyway, now that she's put in her place, right? They go to Regina's home, meeting her mother June, played by Amy Poehler, from Parks and Recreation, who welcomes her with open arms. As June speaks with the girls, her dog bites at her tits, which Gretchen mentioned to have been altered. She does not even notice as this dog is like mauling her.
If you don't know what altered means, she's got fake boobs.
She's got fake tits. I didn't want to put. When I was writing it, I was like, "How am I meant to put?" They have been surgicalized. I don't know. I just put that.
Stick.
There, she had them plastic titties. Anyway, they go through the Burn book, which you can buy in real life, where they make fun of everyone, including Janice and Damien. Katie goes to Janice's work, where they speak with Norbury, who makes the conversation awkward before leaving. As weeks go by, Katie begins to speak with Aaron more and more until one day he invites her to a Halloween party. See, it is relevant.
I was like, why are you shouting you? I zoned out for a minute.
Babe, it's called audience interaction. You've got to make them feel like they're part of the episode. It's part of the show. Katie goes to the party not dressed in a slutty costume like the other plastics. Regina speaks with Aaron, who is pleasantly surprised at finding out that Katie had a crush on him, then immediately makes out with Regina. Well, no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Regina makes up some lies about Katie before making out with him, causing Katie to storm out. Pardon. As Janice and Damien watch a horror film, Katie walks in scaring the two of them. I was trying to figure out which film it was. I think it was Friday the 13th. I couldn't tell. Janice makes up a plan in order to sabotage Regina, but she would need to pretend nothing was wrong as Stasi has left the room.
I feel like she's taken her opportunity as Katie
Yeah.
now, because she's so invested, and it's like, oh, there's a new girl, I can get her to do what I want.
I can get her to do my bidding. Katie over time uses different techniques in order to make Regina's life hell, but mostly fails. I think it's basically they give her foot cream for her face, which makes her break out in spots, and there was something else. But we half watched this yesterday. We half watched this today. I've been pissed in between this film. This film was broken up between the first like 3/4, me being drunk, us watching this earlier today.
It was the cream that they gave for the face, but then they added foot cream in, and then also the Katie's mum had these.
Oh yeah, the protein bars are further on though. Katie, after being caught talking to Janice by Regina, is told by her that Regina used to be friends with her until she accused Janice of being a lesbian. I always remembered her.
Oh, you were at the Christmas bit, yeah, the candy cane.
Oh my god, I'm getting there. It's literally the next fucking paragraph.
Okay, sorry.
God, you spoiled. It's a good thing I say spoilers, because halfway through she just goes, oh yeah, this happens here, and I've got to go, no, that happens like half an hour later. She's like, oh shit, yeah, sorry. And then I'll get to that bit, she says nothing. She's like, you got to this bit yet? No. Okay. Get to that bit. I'm just going to sit here and look at you. Pick my nose, go on my phone. Go on my phone. I've got to colour my Stitch photo for the day. Oh no, you do that at midnight, don't you? Oh, excuse me. To be fair, picking your nose is probably the best thing I could have said.
It's disgusting. I don't do that, guys.
Yeah, she smells her own farts instead. Anyway. So Damien enters one of Katie's classes in order to provide a candygram to classmates, but not Gretchen. Don't know why I said it like that. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas film.
Is the other thing they do is Kate. Is it Katie?
Like Katie, but Kate. The name is stupid and I hate it. Anyway, go on.
Caddy?
Caddy is what everyone calls her. It's there as like a punchline, and it's like,
fucking Caddy from now on.
Caddy is how we will pronounce the name, because Katie is stupid.
So, Caddy orders 3 candy canes, doesn't she? That's the other revenge plot.
Caddy gets candy, yeah. So yeah, she I think her and Damien sabotage it so that Caddy receives Gretchen's instead. And then obviously Gretchen gets none. At the school talent show, Caddy continues to sow the seeds of doubt in Gretchen's head about Regina. The Plastics will perform a slutty rendition of Jingle Bell Rock, which Gretchen accidentally ruins. Nearly called her Candy. Caddy manages to save it by singing the lyrics, which gets the audience to sing along too. We're gonna get a copyright strike. Anyway.
Oh.
You'd be surprised. No, well, we're so good at singing, they might pick it up as the same song. They might think we're singing this song from like many, many moons ago. Anyway. It's the right. No.
It's the right.
No, shut up. I was so paranoid when we were singing Making My Way Downtown and fucking White Chicks. Gretchen eventually breaks down under the pressure of being Regina's lackey and takes comfort in telling Caddy all of her secrets. Caddy tries to get Aaron to catch Regina cheating on him, but fails. Caddy uses a pack of weight-gaining snack bars, which she spoiled earlier on, to trick Regina into gaining weight after scoring... No, hang on, there's a full stop there.
It was to help her lose weight, but in reality it does the opposite.
Yeah, they told her it was going to make her lose it, but in reality it gains. After scoring low on her maths test, Aaron offers to tutor Katie, who's faking being bad at math, to be close with him. In one of their lessons, she confesses to him her knowledge of Regina cheating on him, causing them to break up. Even though when she was being tutored by him, he snogged her. And then like, this feels wrong. He's a piece of shit as well. Everyone in this film is a piece of shit. Anyway. She tells the Plastics of this, and Regina insults Karen, which Caddy uses to her advantage. I keep pressing page. Well, I don't keep pressing page down. I'll just keep going. Oh, scroll bar. In spring, Caddy and the others are nominated to be Spring Fling Queen. Caddy turns more and more like a plastic, which separates her more from Janice and Damien. Caddy phones Regina, who tells her bad things about Gretchen and Karen, which she passes on. At lunch the next day, Gretchen and Karen confront Regina. I thought I pronounced her name wrong. I'm having a stroke. So yeah, Gretchen and Karen confront Regina, telling her she has broken the rules they set out, and as a result has to sit elsewhere. Caddy is then crowned the Queen Bee and invites Aaron to a party she is throwing. The party quickly gets out of hand as more and more people arrive. Caddy's elsewhere when Aaron arrives to look for her. Regina also arrives, sending Aaron upstairs into Caddy's bedroom. Caddy stumbles out and the two speak, and Caddy accidentally insults him and throws up on him, causing him to storm out. Damien and Janice drive by and confronts her for being a true plastic. God, I've said plastic more than I've said in my entire life in this fucking episode. Regina finds out from her boyfriend, not Aaron, but the one she was cheating on with, that the snack bars made her gain weight, so as a result she puts herself in the bone book in order to frame Caddy for it. Regina tells Duval about it, who promises he will find those responsible. Duval calls Caddy to his office along with Karen and Gretchen to talk about the bone book. Regina puts copies of the book's pages around the school, sending the students to a riot. Literally. Like, it's so bad that he fucking grabs a baseball bat and goes out like he was going to fucking whack a kid over the head. Also, I forgot to mention, Duval has a broken hand and it serves nothing for the plot at all. Like, it's not even the punchline of a joke. No one makes a joke at his expense of his hand.
Did he actually break it, though, in the time of filming this?
I don't know. I might have to look that up.
Because the fact that they went part of the story. He did actually break it in real life.
In Mean Girls, Tim Meadows, who plays Principal. He broke his wrist a week before filming started and had to wear a cast. This was written into a movie as Duval suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome, which I will quickly look up. Neurological disorder that occurs when the nerve which runs from your forearm to part of your hand becomes pressed or squeezed at the wrist. So basically, he's got something wrong with his hand in the film, but in reality, he actually broke his wrist before the filming started. Then that explains it, because that entire time I was going, why the fuck does he have that on his hand? Okay, so Duval managed to contain the situation not by knocking a kid over the head with his baseball bat, but setting off the sprinklers and ordering everyone into the gymnasium. Duval requests that Norbury speaks with them about their teenage girl problems, and Caddy refuses to take the blame for the burn book. I mean, to be fair, it's not her fault, but later on she just takes the blame, and that just makes everything better. Everyone takes turns in apologising to every person they have insulted, but Caddy does not participate. This is the scary movie bit that I mentioned right near the beginning. It's just like a girl, like when they do their apology, they do like a trust fall into the crowd. A girl in a wheelchair does it, and Gretchen doesn't apologise to anyone, and everyone gets out of the way, and she just falls on Karen. As I say, it's like a scary movie bit. Janice takes the stands and admits to everything she and Caddy did to Regina. Regina storms out and Caddy follows in order to apologise, and Regina is promptly flattened by a bus. Much like Scary Movie. Caddy returns home to her parents and takes comfort in her father's advice. I must say, Regina isn't dead. Like, we're not doing best kill, worst kill. Like,
Oh, no one dies in there.
no one dies. It's a fucking 2004 white girl film. A very early 2000s, judging by like everyone's clothing. It's like a time capsule for the early 2000s. Caddy returns to school, where she returns to her life before all of her popularity. She hears from Duval about Norbury's allegations she's selling drugs, and Caddy decides to take responsibility. A character I didn't mention is the coach, who is having an affair with one of the two of the students, I think. So that's why they're taking the allegations seriously, is because the teacher that says, "Don't have sex, you will die." That's why he's like they're taking the allegations very seriously. Caddy tries to make amends, visiting Regina and Norbury and make things better. Caddy joins the mathletes for their championship, while everyone else heads to the spring fling, which her parents believe she went to. I forgot to say, but they grounded her. It's no point in like passing that on, except so she can kind of apologise to them. Caddy is nominated as the competitor for the finals, and she wins it for her team. Kevin and the others persuade her to head to the spring fling anyway, where she arrives in time to see Regina's boyfriend be crowned king and hear herself be crowned queen, which shocks everyone. Caddy takes the opportunity to apologise to everyone and snaps her crown into pieces to share with everyone. It's a big moment where she's like, "Everyone is beautiful. Everybody's a winner in my books." Caddy goes to see Janice and Damien making up with them before Aaron comes over and the two kiss. Oh. Thanks for being sick on me. Caddy sometimes later tells us of how Regina recovered, Karen became a weather reporter, Gretchen joined a different group, and Kevin got with fucking Janice. The character who was like accused of being lesbian for the whole film. The end. Babe, what was your thoughts?
Really? Was that it?
That's it. Remember, we literally just watched this like half an hour ago, like the end of it.
As I say, I love it because I have it on DVD.
She has it on DVD. Is it your cup of tea?
Yes.
Yes, there we are. She said it. She doesn't even drink tea, which is hilarious. So.
And obviously, it's a classic. So.
It's a classic. It's a classic white girl film, and it didn't surprise me that you enjoyed it.
I don't really have any faults with it.
Oh, I can't wait for this to go really low down your fucking list anyway. I've got no faults with it, but I've got films above it that I've complained about a little bit. Hair. Right, yeah. It's a film. It's fine. It had its moments. I didn't hate it. Which is
You didn't hate
I didn't hate it, but it wasn't the best thing in the world. It was just as I keep calling it, it's a white woman film. It's very generic. It's basically a borderline rom-com. but it wasn't terrible. It was fine. That's it, really. I don't know what else to say.
God.
It was weird seeing Amanda Seyfried as a character that wasn't like main cast, because obviously she's in quite a lot recently, like Jennifer's Body, Ted 2. She was in Les Mis apparently. Les Miserables.
I have Jennifer's Body DVD,
Mamma Mia
so
as
do
well.
that.
Like, she's in so much that she's basically like main character. See her as like a side character and really strange.
Oh yeah, I have that one on DVD as well.
Oh, Kevin Bacon when he act. Oh no, that was 2020. He was doing them.
Scoop.
Okay, we're just gonna have to look at what she was in as she streams down the mic. She was in Scare. Yeah, she was Daphne.
Oh, okay.
I quite like the idea of Wolf as Shaggy. We'll get around to that at some point. Anyway, for now, thank you ever so much for listening to our ramblings. My ramblings, let's be real. You did participate quite a bit in this, so well done. The ramblings for the last, like, half an hour. Yeah, thank you ever so much for listening. I, of course, have been your host, as always, Pavlin, joined by my wife, Amelia, who's currently trying to run from the room. You can find her links in the description alongside ours inside of the link tree. And it's my turn in a couple of days. It's officially October as of the next review. So it's time to get into the season of Halloween. Probably without covering Halloween. We've got some ideas of what we're going to cover for it. Probably. Well, we ain't got Netflix anymore, so that's like changed our entire like plan. I know we were going to get it later on. We've got some horror movies down the line. We've got some interesting stuff. I already know what I'll be covering on Tuesday. In order for us to do one of its sequels later on that came out recently. So think horror sequels that came out recently, and think of older films. But in the meantime, we'll see you later.